Hello, YouTubers! Today I'll show you my version of the YUGIOH deck. Once I'll talk a bit about it. And now, you can see on the screen, right here, you can see that all the 55 YUGIOH monsters here. And multiply that by 3. It's rank 4 spam deck, and you can play so many nines. What's that? The first race here, which is the ice one. The ice one allows you to basically send one from your hand to the graveyard to spot summon itself for free. And which is that's the first part of that. We'll talk about the first part of that, and then we'll talk about the second part of the effect. So now, but wait. All the ways your monsters together, the ways it puts them itself in different ways, in a different way to it. But also that it can respond to the other ways your monsters. Because you have to summon it into the field with result with a solution of the ways your monsters. That's all those why that's why it's so hard to hand trap it. So it's harder to hand trap. So yeah. So wake up is those, and this YUGIOH monster, if you have to control a YUGIOH monster, possibly just from a hand. At the Nova one, basically you can control Xyz monster. That's any Xyz monster in the game. Oh, by the way, all the YUGIOH monsters have the clogs, the rank force, you lock it into rank force only, which is this part right here. Which you can ask for some monsters except for the rank 4 Xyz monsters for the rest of the turn. So, yeah. That's why we play only in rank 4. So, as you can see here. And also, it's said especially also it's said for if you control Xyz, put something to call for your hand. Simple as that. And we'll talk about the first part about that, not the second part yet. You summon with one YUGIOH monster from your graveyard to the deck, and then you must return it itself to the field. Well, bust them first, and then you return your YUGIOH monster back to the field. Which is like a recursion in the way, which is actually pretty nice. So, yeah. From grave or hand. This YUGIOH monster, you can control, you can put some of this card, but send it with Xyz monster, which is most of the time you're going to send this one to the grave. And to put someone itself to the field. That's what the first part. Now, the party event, which is the from hand. Now the second party event, which is the when it was on the field. When it was on the field. Now, when it's on the field, control. But no, let's start with this one, sorry. Now, what's on the field, when there's a normal summons to the field, you can put someone one YUGIOH monster straight for your deck. It's like an emergency teleport in the way. It's like an emergency teleport, which is inside from here to all the way to there. So, but if this guy's normal summon, so you can get active from that. That's fine. You just got to sponsor summon because it. But also on this one, with this guy's whether it's normal sponsor summon, you can add one with your light pyro type monster for your deck to your hand. What should they add? You can add a light pyro type monster, which you can be this one or this one. Any goes to you can search from this effect. So yes. Now for this one, this YUGIOH monster, you can send one from your hand to the graveyard to target one YUGIOH monster. You could add it from your graveyard. First summon to the field. It's a monster born on legs, okay? You can see how this works here. And this one, 1% during the dynamic step, and you can send one roll forward from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Gains attack points equal to the attack points you set. So So, for example, if you face against say your opponent has a short window on the field, you can summon in this to the field. Then you can use it to force failure bat to gain more attack points. Like about saying about send this to the graveyard, and then it gets extra 17 more hundred attack points to the field. 17 more attack points during the damage step of it. During the Balvin 7 step. Which is actually really good because it allows you to do basically and you get 17 and you come to a giant a giant beast stick. Which is actually pretty cool. Which is actually pretty cool. And also this one allows you basically if you have the control if it gets normal summon to the field, yeah, with normal summons, and you do not control a base of a rank 4 monster or a rank 4 or lower 4, you can add one fire time monster for your deck to your hand, which is gonna be this one or this one for your deck to your hand. Which needs to actually search each other. Needs to actually search each other. So you can so either way, you get the search effect of it, which is actually really good. And for the spell card, this is a monthly board on a quick play spell. Basically, it's a quick play spell. It's a monthly board, and it's very nice. Let me explain. You can put somebody doing waste your monster from graveyard or battle zone. And then you can attach a material for a waste your monster from your deck to the rank 4 monster when you choose it, which is for the one of your monster with the back 5. This is a card that allows you to get around the dimensional shifter much easier, and it doesn't care about the dimensional shifter at all. You actually can play dimensional shifting yourself if you want to, which is actually kind of crazy in a way. And so there's one for certified. And you can do it on the opponent's side. So you can actually play multiple copies of this if you wanted to. And upon the disparity, you're going first clause and you're going first anyway, so you do one trip. So yeah. And also it's about the drawback of this card. Because you can go over the original Utopia to the package. So you can go to about 5,000, and then you can use Utopia to double the amount to 10,000, and you have this on the field, you go up 20,000 damage to your opponent here. I don't know, there's a 900 opponent spending, even though it's half of that much, it's still taking 10,000 damage to your opponent here. So any amount of damage you take, it's on 20,000, so it's going to be on 20,000. Half of that is 10,000. You're still taking a lot of damage either way, so it really does not matter that much. So, yeah. And also, this Ryzeal monster is not once per turn, and it's not once per chain, and it's not even once per turn. It's multiple pops, not once per turn, popping your opponent's cards. And by attaching material from this card, and as material, it will not be destroyed by our card effects. It's like Dingisu did Evil Star on legs on the Ryzeal monster, basically, which is the this part effect. It's the exact same thing as Dingisu, which protects multiple cards. This one protects it itself. Yeah. No, if it exceeds monster you control, which is even more busted. If it exceeds monster you control, will be destroyed by power card effects, which is your entire extra deck is for exceeds monsters anywhere. You can touch one and you die instead. It protects all your exceeds monsters. It protects all of them. All your exceeds, which is crazy. Multiple parts and the government of card effects. And it's like most basic. I take it out of everything a week. Thank you very much. This Ryzeal monster, basically, each time when you do detach a material, and he gets at 100 tap points for the material it has. That's no problem there. The second part of the effect is says, And then your opponent loses for each material it has. What each material has. So that works in that regard. And they go only get activate one each but once per turn, which is fine. Now, if this card but summons in the field, which is going to be 99% of the time, you will get supposed to win this card. Attach material from a Ryzeal monster from your graveyard as material. Okay, so you get some more materials. That's pretty nice, nice. Now, if and if after Ryzeal monsters for your deck to your hand. This is +1 on legs. This is a +1. This is literally a +1. This is literally a +1. This is already a +1. This is already a +1 already. All you need is attach the two materials, and then you basically attach two materials, add two Ryzeal monsters from your deck to your hand. That's literally a particle on steroids. It's literally a particle. It's putting particle. You're pressing 1, which is crazy. And you get to choose off it, which is crazy. And the Utopia package, which I said. Granite, I use Granite to add the bureau for your deck to your head, which is actually quite funny. You can do that if you want to. If you desire. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. You can replace it with this card. You could be so good in that deck. 29 Dragon for power removal. And number 41 Batuska, the chunky version. And also, you could actually play the Evil Swarm Knights, which is actually a pretty good card during the battle phase or main phase. Because all monsters go face down, which is actually pretty good against the Maris deck if you wanted to do that. Which is against Maris deck, which is actually quite funny. So, yeah. Which is making all monsters go face down. And there's a Abyss Roller, which you can do against the Graveyard Heavy decks, which is really nice. And also, you could play Powerful for game if you wanted to. And also, you can play 60. Remember, 16 go over 20,000 damage to your opponent. Even though you're under the opponent's spell, you're still going to get over 20,000 damage. Well, even 10,000, but still, you take a lot of damage. Now for the Feud Spell. The Feud Spell is uncracked. This is an absolutely broken card I've never seen in my entire life. Basically, what this does, it allows to, if you can control, if you can't summon any monsters and these monsters with the same name you control, that's fine. That's completely fine. That's two Ryzeal monsters from your graveyard, except this one. Any Ryzeal card. There's any Ryzeal card you want. From your place that card to the bottom of the deck in an order. Okay, so it's based on recursion. Then draw one card for free. So let me get this straight. Here. You get a draw one and on steroids. We're saying about the deck and the draw one. Nothing wrong with that first effect. The second part of the effect it says, and it's really good just one with this part only 1%, which is fine. And by the way, for the back on this effect, did you see any 1% on it? No, I don't think it's on the first effect. I don't see. Oh, it is. It's right there. It's right there. Which is right here. It is 1%. What? Now, 1%. Once a turn, if you when you opponent's act with a monster effect resolves that effect. When you have to resolve it. Say for example, if your opponent activates Asplossom on you, that resolves. Cool. Okay. That resolve the effect. You can detachable material from ways you exceed monster you control, and if you do, negate that effect. So, for example, if you have this card face up on the field, your hand traps is going to be useless against them because you can go negate that back each time, and then each time into it. So not only making the hand traps useless, but also it gives you basically one of your hand traps useless, but it's only one of your hand traps useless, or any monster effect in general. But also, it makes all your hand traps almost useless except the bureau. But you're under 4 summons anyway, so you're worried to the man and how much so the bureau is completely useless in that regard too. But it does not useless and it gets portrayed. The other one, which is the water one. The water one that resolves multiple times every time you draw a card. So, and that does help you in that regard. Into it. Also, I want to tell you some cards that allows you to counter this deck and most of the time. About in this video. Let me tell you the ratios. Now, the ways and the ratios to the monsters, so basically 1 for a spell deck. And you want to only 1 for monsters. We get that? So far? Good. Now, about it, the viewers, you can summon ratio monsters under 4 summons quite easily. Most of the time, the end boards make summon this to the field, which is the rank 4 with multiple pops with the field spell. That's it. Most of the time. The way to see the ratios of the ratios against different opponents. That's what it's really good. Also, about that as well. Now for the counter ratios as well. The counter ratios. I'll show you. There is a couple of cards you have to counter ratios pretty well. There's some cards you already know with. Some of you did not know with. First one I'm going to start with these ones. And you might say, oh, that's not very obvious, but yeah. That's kaijus you could do. But if somebody this ratio monster, which is rank 4, you can just kaiju them, and then you got it's 1 negate on the field, which is completely fine. That's completely fine in that regard. So that works with that. Because then you can say the field spell, because most of the time with ratios, they play the field spell and the one for the pops 4. So you can use a kaiju to get rid of it. That's where it's not obvious. No one's played it, but you can consider play that card. Play with the kaiju monsters. If any kaiju monster would do one nicely to it. So yeah, and also there's another one which is called Santa Claus. That also works as well. That works as well because it's the same area. To it. Also, there's a spell card you can actually play, which is which is you can with all the instructions at once. Which it might be people it's completely obvious, but not all people know it. And let me just find it for you. There it is. The Ultimate Slayer. This allows you to basically send 1 card, which is this one right here, and this one to the graveyard, to a gate. There's a better points effect. And because it happens to exceed monster, this one will get rid of that monster to the graveyard. So that works in that regard as well. Very nice. That's very nice. And you can't respond to it. Yeah, so you can't use the field spell for it because it says you can't respond to with monster effects to the rest of the turn. Which you can't respond with the spell, which is the spell you can against it. That's fine. But if you have 2 of them, you basically get rid of the whole board, which is funny as hell. Or if you have this plus a cosmic cyclone, you can get rid of the whole board very easily with that. Very easily. Anyway, so you can use the Ultimate Slayer, actually chain cosmic cyclone to get rid of the spell. So what that was off, and get rid of and this one at the same time, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, by the way, Actually, the ultimate slayer, you just neutralize the whole board by itself, baby. Because you know why? Let me explain. When you activate ultimate slayer, you send this to the graveyard, and then you use effect triggers, which is sent to the graveyard, and then let me just find the. Let me just put over here so that you can see. And let me just get the. There you go. Now, when this gets sent to the graveyard, so when you find the exact where it is. There you go. If this card sends to the graveyard, target one piece of monster to opponent controls and it will gates the effect until the end of the turn. So that means that you can use this effect to get the ultimate to get the field spot by this card, and also give it the ultimate slay at the same time. So that works in that regard too as well. Also, there is some other cards in the deck you can actually play. This lead only against monster effects. So you can play the multiple board wipes like Dark Hole, like Yeki. You could play to it against and you have a Cosmic Cyclone. You can do ready Vortex or any of those already type of board wipes on the Ryzeal deck, they will have a tough time when it gets you. But if you OTK afterwards, which is actually really cool, which is actually pretty cool, which is very good in that regard. So, I hope you enjoyed this video because I researched by Ryzeal deck, and this is my version of it. We play loads of hard traps with loads of Ryzeal monsters in the way. And I got Search and Evolve because it does lose control a little bit. But yeah, it does lose control a little bit, but then you still get by the way, it loses control a little bit, but not too much. Because the reason he loses control a little bit because you can still end up with the leg 4. Which requires 2 monsters, 2 Ryzeal monsters, plus. So you can get multiple pops. You can get about 4 pops with it easily. But with Undertroll, you can get about 2 pops Maximus. So 2 pops Maximus. And also the such field spot, which is actually pretty good. Depends what the hand is. So yeah, in that regard. So I hope you like this video. Give me a comment down below if you like it. Hit me the like button if you like it. And hit the comment down below the other ways that you can beat Ryzeal or the trick spot Ryzeal. And also hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And also, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. This is the YUGIOH Masters. Signing off. Bye!